What if I told you that the key to reclaiming your youthful leg strength, the power to walk freely, to dance again, to live without that constant, nagging fear of a fall? What if I told you it isn't locked away in some complicated medical procedure or an expensive, side effect-laden pill? What if the answer has been here all along, hidden in plain sight? A secret whispered down through generations, capable of making you feel a profound difference, a real tangible shift in your body in as little as 12 hours. It sounds almost too good to be true, I know. Your mind is probably already racing with skepticism, but I'm asking you, just for these next few minutes, to open your heart to a possibility that could rewrite your future. Stay with me, please, until the very end of this video, because the final insight I'm going to share, it's the most powerful piece of this entire puzzle, and it has the potential to change everything you thought you knew about aging, vitality, and the incredible, almost forgotten power dwelling within your own body. This isn't just about information, it's about a genuine, life-altering reconnection. Lost power. Think about it for a moment, really feel it. That slow, creeping sense of your own body becoming a stranger. The way your legs, which once carried you so effortlessly through life's adventures, now protest with every step, ache with a weariness that seeps into your very soul. Remember the freedom? The spontaneous walks, the ability to chase after grandkids, to navigate stairs without a second thought, without that cold knot of anxiety tightening in your stomach? It's not just the physical discomfort, is it? It's the loss of independence, the quiet erosion of your confidence, the feeling that life is shrinking, its vibrant colors dimming, all because your physical foundation feels like it's crumbling beneath you. You see others moving with ease, and a pang of something, envy, sadness, frustration, hits you. You start saying no to invitations, no to opportunities, no to life itself, because the thought of the effort, the pain, the potential embarrassment is just too much. And the world, in its relentless pace, doesn't seem to slow down for you. It feels isolating, doesn't it? Like you're slowly being left behind, watching from the sidelines as life continues, vibrant and full, just out of your reach. This isn't just about weak legs, it's about a weakening of spirit, a dimming of the light that makes you you. It's the unspoken fear of becoming a burden, of losing that precious dignity that comes from self-reliance. This pain, this deep, often silent suffering is understood, it's real, and it's what we're here to challenge, to dismantle, to transform, starting right now. Because what if that narrative, the one that says decline is inevitable, is fundamentally flawed? What if there's a different story waiting to be lived? Ancient secret for centuries, long before our modern world became obsessed with complex pharmaceutical solutions and high-tech interventions, there existed a profound understanding of the human body and its intricate connection to the natural world. Generations of wise souls, healers like the almost mythical figure of Shi Heng Yi, dedicated their lives to observing, to listening, to understanding the subtle energies and potent remedies that nature provides. They didn't have our gleaming laboratories or our advanced imaging, but they had something perhaps even more powerful: deep intuition, generational knowledge passed down with sacred reverence, and an unwavering belief in the body's innate capacity to heal and regenerate, given the right support. Shi Heng Yi, whose name echoes with a forgotten wisdom, taught that the body isn't a machine doomed to break down, but a garden capable of flourishing at any age if tended with care and the right nourishment. This wisdom, unfortunately, has been largely overshadowed, dismissed as folklore in our rush for quick fixes and synthetic solutions. But what if these ancient teachings hold keys, vital pieces of the puzzle that we've carelessly swept aside? What if the most potent answers aren't found in the newest invention, but in the oldest, most time-tested truths? Imagine a knowledge so profound, so attuned to the body's deepest needs, that it could unlock a level of vitality you thought was lost forever. This isn't about romanticizing the past, it's about recognizing that true wisdom is timeless. And the secret we're about to uncover, rooted in this very lineage of understanding, has been waiting patiently for us to rediscover its extraordinary power, particularly for this challenge, this reclaiming of strength and movement that so many yearn for. It's a whisper from the past, offering a powerful promise for your future, sacred food. So, what is this one, almost miraculous food that Shi Heng Yi's lineage revered for its power to rejuvenate, to restore, to literally bring life back into tired limbs? It's not some exotic, unobtainable substance from a distant land, nor is it a complex concoction of 100 different ingredients. Its power lies in its purity, its concentrated life force, and the specific, almost alchemical way it interacts with the body's energy pathways. The ancients called it by many names, but one that captures its essence is dragon's blood ginger. Now, this isn't your everyday ginger, though that itself is a powerhouse. Imagine a specific varietal cultivated in unique, mineral-rich soils, harvested at a precise moment in its growth cycle, and then prepared using a lost patient method that amplifies its inherent energetic properties 100-fold. This isn't just about nutrients in the way modern science narrowly defines them. It's about qi, about life force, about a vibrational resonance that awakens dormant healing capacities within your cells. Shi Heng Yi taught that dragon's blood ginger, when consumed with intention, acts as a key, unlocking blockages in the body's meridians, particularly those that govern the strength and flexibility of the lower body. It's described in ancient texts not just as a food, but as a conduit of earth energy, a substance that helps the body remember its own inherent vitality, its connection to the primal strength of nature itself. Think of it as a concentrated burst of pure, unadulterated life, specifically targeted to reignite the fire in your muscles, the resilience in your joints, the very foundation of your physical being. This isn't about just eating something. It's about partaking in a tradition, a sacred understanding of how to fuel the body for optimal power and longevity. And the most incredible part? Its effects can begin to ripple through you with astonishing speed. Rapid shift, now I know what you're thinking. 12 hours? That's impossible. How can anything create such a noticeable change so quickly? And I understand that skepticism, truly. We've been conditioned to believe that healing, especially the kind that rebuilds physical strength, must be a long, arduous, painfully slow process. But what if that conditioning is part of the problem? What if the body, when given exactly what it's been starved of, can respond with an eagerness, a swiftness that defies our limited expectations? The 12-hour shift isn't necessarily about waking up and suddenly being able to run a marathon. It's about the initiation of a profound internal change, a palpable sensation that something significant and positive has begun. Imagine going to sleep with that familiar ache, that heaviness, and waking up with a subtle but undeniable lightness, a lessening of stiffness, a spark of newfound energy in your legs. It might be a flicker of warmth where there was coldness, a reduction in that deep, persistent ache, or an unexpected ease as you take those first morning steps. Shi Heng Yi's wisdom suggests that dragon's blood ginger works by rapidly clearing energetic stagnation and infusing the tissues with a potent, bioavailable form of vitality. It's like pouring pure, clean fuel into an engine that's been sputtering on fumes. The initial effect is one of reawakening. The body recognizes this powerful ally and immediately begins to utilize its energy. The science behind this, from an ancient perspective, involves the rapid harmonization of elemental energies within the body, a concept our modern, mechanistic view often struggles to grasp, but which traditional systems have understood for millennia. This initial, rapid response then creates a powerful feedback loop of hope and encouragement. When you feel a positive change, no matter how small, it fuels your belief, it motivates you, and that psychological shift is just as crucial as the physiological one. It's the body saying, yes, this is what I needed. And that first yes, that first whisper of renewed strength within those initial hours is the spark that can ignite a roaring fire of transformation. Beyond legs, And let's be absolutely clear, this isn't just about your legs, it's about so much more. When you regain strength in your foundation, when you can move with confidence and without pain, your entire world expands. Think about it. Suddenly, that flight of stairs isn't a daunting obstacle, but just a means to get to the next floor. A walk in the park isn't a terrifying prospect of potential stumbles, but an invitation to breathe fresh air, to feel the sun on your skin, to connect with nature. Invitations from friends and family no longer fill you with dread, but with anticipation. The ability to simply get up from a chair without a struggle, to bend down and pick something up, to play with your grandchildren on the floor. These aren't small things. These are the building blocks of a joyful, engaged, and independent life. Regaining your leg strength means reclaiming your freedom, your spontaneity, your ability to participate fully in the richness of human experience. It's about shedding that invisible cloak of limitation that has been weighing you down. Imagine the confidence boost, the renewed sense of self-worth that comes from knowing your body is capable, strong, and reliable again. This ripples out into every area of your life. Your relationships improve because you're more present, more energetic, less defined by your physical ailments. Your mental clarity sharpens because physical vitality directly impacts cognitive function. Your emotional state lightens because you're no longer battling constant discomfort and fear. This dragon's blood ginger wisdom, this path to renewed physical power, is ultimately a path to reclaiming your entire life, to stepping back into the vibrant, active role you were always meant to play. It's about reigniting your passion, your purpose, your zest for living. It's about remembering who you are beneath the layers of physical limitation that have, for too long, obscured your true, powerful self. This is about wholeness, about a fundamental shift in how you experience your reality. Doubt barrier. Now, despite everything I've shared, a part of you might still be holding back, whispering doubts. It sounds too simple. If this was real, wouldn't everyone know about it? I've tried so many things. Why would this be different? These are natural questions, born from past disappointments, from a world saturated with empty promises. And I honor that skepticism because it comes from a place of wanting to protect yourself from further dashed hopes. But consider this. Sometimes the most profound truths are simple. Sometimes knowledge gets lost, buried, or deliberately suppressed, not because it isn't effective, but because it doesn't fit the prevailing narrative or serve certain interests. And as for why this might be different, perhaps it's because this approach isn't just about treating a symptom, it's about addressing a root energetic imbalance, reconnecting you with a primal source of healing that modern methods often overlook. Shi Heng Yi's wisdom isn't about a quick fix pill, it's about a holistic reattunement. The dragon's blood ginger is a catalyst, a powerful natural ally, but the true healing comes from your body's own incredible innate intelligence being reawakened. Think of all the times humanity has rediscovered ancient wisdom that turned out to be incredibly potent, from acupuncture to herbal remedies that are now being validated by modern science. This could be one of those moments for you. The greatest barrier to transformation is often not the external challenge, but our own internal resistance, our fear of believing that something so profoundly life-changing could actually be accessible to us. I'm not asking you to blindly believe, but I am inviting you to consider the possibility. What if this one shift in perspective, this one act of trying something rooted in genuine, time-honored wisdom, could be the turning point you've been desperately seeking? The only way to truly know is to step beyond the barrier of doubt and allow yourself to experience it. What have you truly got to lose compared to the immense, immeasurable gain of reclaiming your vitality? Life reclaimed. Close your eyes for just a moment. Seriously, do it. And picture this. You wake up, and as your feet touch the floor, there's a spring in your step you haven't felt in years, maybe decades. The morning stiffness is a distant memory. You move through your home with ease, with a newfound grace. You decide to go for a walk, not because you have to, but because you want to. You feel the strength in your thighs, the stability in your knees, the power in your calves propelling you forward. The sun feels warmer, the birdsong sounds sweeter, the world looks brighter, all because you're experiencing it without that constant filter of pain and limitation. Imagine effortlessly keeping up with your loved ones, joining in their activities, creating new memories instead of just watching from the sidelines. Picture yourself saying yes to life, yes to that trip you've always dreamed of, yes to that hobby you had to abandon, yes to dancing at a wedding, yes to simply feeling strong, capable, and vibrantly alive in your own skin every single day. This isn't a fantasy. This is the potential that lies dormant within you, waiting to be reawakened. This is the promise held within these ancient teachings, the promise that aging doesn't have to mean inevitable decline, but can instead be a journey of continued strength, wisdom, and joy. This reclaimed life isn't just about physical movement. It's about the emotional freedom, the mental clarity, and the spiritual uplift that come when your body is no longer a source of suffering, but a source of power and pleasure. It's about looking in the mirror and seeing not just an older version of yourself, but a stronger, more resilient, more vibrant version, full of life and ready for whatever adventures lie ahead. This is the life that is waiting for you. This is the life you deserve, and the key, the very first step, might be simpler and more accessible than you ever dared to imagine. Final truth. We've journeyed through the pain of lost power, uncovered an ancient secret, and explored the profound potential of a sacred food. We've talked about rapid shifts and the life-altering impact that goes far beyond just your legs. But the final insight, the one I promised you would be the most powerful, is this. Your body has an almost unbelievable, divinely intelligent capacity to heal and regenerate, far beyond what most of us have ever been led to believe. The limitations you feel, the weaknesses you experience, are very often not a fixed sentence, but a temporary state, a response to being deprived of what it truly needs, or being burdened by what it doesn't. The wisdom of Shi Heng Yi, the power of something as pure and potent as dragon's blood ginger, these are not magic bullets in isolation. They are keys. They are catalysts. They are reminders of a profound forgotten truth. You are designed for vitality. The modern world, with its stresses, its processed foods, its disconnect from nature, has often led us astray, made us forget this fundamental truth. But it remains encoded in every cell of your being. The power to heal, to strengthen, to reclaim your life isn't something you need to acquire from the outside, nearly as much as it is something you need to reawaken from within. This journey, this exploration, is an invitation to stop seeing your body as an enemy or a failing machine, and to start seeing it as your most loyal ally, always striving for balance, always yearning for health, always ready to respond to the right nourishment, the right energy, the right belief. Don't let anyone, not even your own doubts, tell you it's too late, or that you're too old, or that your condition is irreversible. The human body is a miracle of resilience. Trust in its wisdom. Listen to its whispers. Give it what it truly needs, not just physically, but energetically and emotionally. Because the greatest healing doesn't come from a potion or a pill alone, but from the profound, unshakable knowing that you are and always have been powerfully capable of renewal. That truth, embraced fully, is the ultimate foundation for a life of strength, joy, and boundless possibility. Your transformation is not just possible, it's your birthright. Remember that. Carry that with you, and let that knowing guide your every step forward. Your best days are not behind you. They are waiting to be created, fueled by a power that has been inside you all along.